Hello, my summer school superstars. Here's Miss JB, Miss Jean-Baptiste, here to present another lesson to you, just as I promised. Now, in the last video we read, there once was a cowpoke who swallowed an ant. And I promised you that I would do a lesson on compound words. A compound word is two words that you put together to make one. Now, some of you are saying, whoa, 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 whoa. You told us last time that contractions were two words put together to make one. Well, that's true. The one thing I forgot to tell you is we had to cut out one of those two words to make a contraction and put that little black mark that's called an apostrophe. Good job. And remember, the apostrophe told the reader, you, that there were letters that we took out of one of the words or one letter from one of the two words to make the contraction. Well, guess what? This time we don't have to cut any letters out. I know, it's sad. It's a little sad. I enjoyed cutting out those letters. I really did. I had fun with that. No cutting today, but that's okay. We can still have fun. Now, take a look at the title page, the cover of this book. We have cow, which is an animal that goes moo. Go ahead and make that sound. Moo. And we have poke, which is when you take something or your finger and you push into something. I'm poking my face. I like my eyes, so I'm not going to poke my eyes. But I'm poking my face. And I do love my face, but it doesn't hurt. Poke my chest, poke my arm. I can poke anything I want. That's what poke means. But when we put cow, moo, and poke together, we get the new word, which is a compound word, that's cowpoke. And this is not poking a cow. A cowpoke gives us a new word, and that means cowboy. And he is our cowpoke. Remember that? So this time, during this lesson, I'm going to go over compound words, as it says over here on the board. And these are the standards. Remember, my summer school superstars? The standards are for the principals and everybody else who's higher than the teachers that want to know what we're teaching about. So you can ignore this part. I'm going to show you, these are the standards for all the principals who'd like to know. These are the standards that we're going to cover. All right. So now, pay attention now. This is your part. This is your part, superstars. Objectives. Number one, what we want to do basically. Number one, we want to compare formal and informal uses of English. In other words, we want to talk about words that we can use at home with our friends, but then how those words will be different when we use them in school. So some of the words we use at home, we don't use in school. Now, I'm not talking about naughty words. I'm talking about relaxed words, informal words. And I'm going to use this book to show you what I'm talking about. Now, the other thing that we want to do is we want to learn about and create compound words. Now, before we go on to the compound words, I want to talk about informal and formal language. So like I said, when you are at home, you might use different language than what you use when you're at school. And I'm going to give you an example. So in our book, we know that the cowpoke, the cowboy, ate this animal right here. Poor scared animal. And he called this animal a dillo. Now, there's no such thing as a dillo. There is a such thing as armadillo, and that's what the animal's name is. He called it a dillo. Now let me show you on the board. The animal's name is armadillo. That's the animal's name, armadillo. The cowpoke called the armadillo a dillo. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, oh, it must be a contraction because there's an apostrophe. It's not a contraction because we didn't put two words together. All we did was we cut off part of one word. And you can do that when you are using language at home or writing at home. When you're in school, you would write the full word, which is armadillo. But if you were chatting with your friend online, sending a text message to your friend online, and you wanted to say dillo, and you wanted to put an apostrophe here to show your friend who's reading the text or the message that, hey, I took out some letters, you could do that. You could use this language at home because it's informal, which means you're talking to someone you know and you're close to, and they know what you mean and you know what they mean. This is informal. This is formal language. This is what you would see, the type of word you would see in the dictionary, online if you did a search on Google, and what you would use in school when you're talking to your classmates or teacher. I'll give you another example. So, sometimes when you're talking to your friends, and let's say your friend says, sometimes when you're talking to your friends, you use informal language. So language that you wouldn't necessarily use with your teacher. So let's say your friend said, why are you putting your sweater on? And you could say to your friend, I'm putting my sweater on because I'm cold. Now, you're saying, cause I'm putting my sweater on cause I'm cold. Is cause a real word? Not one that you would find in the dictionary. What you would say to your teacher, though, if your teacher asked you why you were putting on your sweater, is I'm putting on my sweater because I'm cold. You would use this language at school, at church, in the supermarket when you're talking to the cashier, because. But when you're talking to your friends, your brother, your sister, family, you could say, cuz I'm putting my sweater on cuz I'm cold, cuz. And there's the apostrophe to say that you've taken out some letters. But note something, you could even change a letter in here. But that, a letter or two, but that is for a different time. So we just covered what's formal and informal. Now, let's get to the big part of this lesson, which is compound words. So remember, a compound word is when you take two words like cow and poke. You don't cut anything out like you do with a contraction, so you don't need an apostrophe. But you put those two words together and you make a new word. So cow, moo, and poke becomes cowpoke. which describes your cowboy. I have a presentation for you, so I'm going to present my screen to you, and I'm going to show you some I'm going to show you some compound words. And remember, 2 words put together, but you don't have to cut to make one. So let me present my screen to you. Ta-da! And you, my dears, are going to get to see the lesson. Compound words, an introduction and practice. What are compound words? Compound words, let's see, are 2 words put together to make a new word. 2 words put together to make a new word. If, it says it, but it means to say if it was a math sentence, it would look like this. Pan plus cake equals pancake. Take a look at the pictures. A pan plus cake equals pancake. So take a look. It's not like we took the cake and put it in a pan. No, we took 2 words that are different, put them together, and now it creates a whole new word. And you can see it right there. There's pancake. And I know plenty of you have had a pancake before. Let's go to the next slide. Now we've got 2 words. We've got butter, and we've got fly. What do you think butter and fly will create? What one word will butter and fly create? Let's see if you're right. Butterfly. Well, let's take a look. Let's go back. Did we have to put the butter on the fly to create this butterfly? No. But as you can see, there's butter and the word fly, but when they're put together, they create a new word and a new idea. Let's go to the next one. We've got tea and pot. This is tea in the glass, which I love tea. And here's a pot. What's the new compound word? Teapot. Hey, look at that. If we go back, if you were to put food in the pot, yeah, it could get hot and steam like that. Just like the tea is steaming inside of this pot, and this is a teapot. Let's go to the next 2 words. We have a bath. So a woman who is taking a bath. Remember, you can shower, but that's when you stand up. So this is a bath, and this is a tub. What will the compound word be? Bath, tub. Bathtub. And you can see here is a bathtub. Now, she was taking a bath. This is just a tub. This is a bathtub. Nicely done. Oh, let's take a look. If I had these, I would still be a teacher, but it would be so much different. But that's another conversation. Here we go. Gold. This is gold. This is a fish. When we put gold and fish together, we get the word goldfish. Now, some of you might say, that fish isn't gold. It's not the color of the gold. No, but it's orange. And orange is pretty close to that color, kind of, sort of. And when the light shines on this goldfish, look right here. Do you can see that it's brighter. So now that part kind of looks like gold. I imagine that's where it got its name from. Let's take a look at this picture. You've got eye, and what a beautiful color that is. And then here's a lid. We're not talking about the container. We're talking about the lid or the top. Eye, lid. Eye, lid. What's the compound word? Eyelid. That's that skin that covers your eye. So when you go to sleep at night, that skin covers your eye and your eye closes. That skin that's on your eye that covers your eye is called an eyelid. And we got the compound word from those two words. All right, let's take a look. We've got a lady and a bug. What's the compound word going to be? Ladybug. Not to be mean, but this lady is pretty. This bug is pretty ugly. I think that the new compound word did us justice. That ladybug is pretty. And good for that ladybug. All right, let's take a look at our two new words. We've got star and fish. Star and fish. What's the new word going to be? Starfish. And believe it or not, this is not just some fish that's in the ocean that doesn't breathe and doesn't live. This starfish is actually alive. And I've had the pleasure of picking one up before. And it's a fish and it's in the shape of a star. And that's why it's called a starfish. All right, let's take a look. What's falling from the sky here? Rain. And this is a bow. The new word is rainbow. And by the way, you do need a little bit of water in the air to make a rainbow. Next, and this is our absolute last compound word in this presentation. We've got a lot of trash, and this is a can. Our new compound word will be trash can. So look, we have trash that would actually go into the trash can, just like you see this person here dropping this trash into the trash can. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the last slide in our slideshow for compound words. But we're not done yet. No. I have more compound words for you. I have two words, well, more than two words, but I'm going to present two words to you, and then you are going to tell me what the compound word will be. Skate, board. Skateboard. Yeah, that thing that you ride on, that you can use your foot to get you to moving. Skateboard. Let's practice another compound word. So remember, a compound word are two words put together that we don't have to cut to make one. We've got himself. Himself. Nicely done. We've got birthday. Birthday. Excellent. Hallway. Hallway. Airplane. Airplane. got scare crow. Scarecrow. Next we have cup cake. Cupcake. I'd eat one of those right now. Vanilla frosting, sprinkles. If you got it, send it to me. Send me one. Not your last one. I won't be that mean to take it away. Fireplace. Fireplace. Now, a fireplace, it can be in your house or a hotel or in a building. And you take wood and you throw the wood in the fire. And that's where all the wood is kept and the fire is in place. It's a fireplace. Place where you keep fire to keep the house warm or the place warm, wherever you're at. Bulldog. Bulldog. It's a type of dog, and they can be pretty cute. Doorbell. Doorbell. Ding dong. And what everybody waits for, kids and adults alike, weekend. Now, mind you, I love teaching, and I love teaching you. But I love to have fun on the weekend, and I know you do too. It's not that you don't like the week. It's just you get to do what you want on the weekend. Who wouldn't want to do that? Who wouldn't love a weekend? Underwear. Now, hold on. I know some of you are falling out laughing, giggling, because I just said underwear. But hold on. Let's take a vote. Raise your hand if you're wearing underwear. See? We all wear it. It's no big deal. Underwear. It's okay. It's just a word. And it's not a naughty word. It's just like we wear shirts and shoes and socks. Yeah. Socks, shoes, underwear. It's all part of clothing. Let's do some more words. Let's practice. Broomstick. Broomstick. Now, some of you might say, what's a broomstick? I'll show you. I have a broom. I also have a fan up there, so I'll have to be careful. Here's the broom. This is the stick that's attached to the broom. So this is called a broomstick. Broomstick. Yes? I love it when I can use a real life example. It almost fell. It's okay. Touchdown. If you watch football, when that one player has that ball and runs to the other end, and everybody starts to party and scream and yell, that means that they have made a touchdown. Now, some of you have done this, maybe not recently because of quarantine, but you've all done it before. Handshake. That's when you meet somebody and you give them your hand and they give you theirs and they do this. That's a handshake. You can also have a fancy handshake where you do something like this. That's still a handshake, but the traditional handshake looks like this. Mind you, you wouldn't do it with yourself like I did, but you get the idea. Tablecloth. That's the cloth that you put on a table when you could go to a fancy restaurant and see a tablecloth. on the table. Keeps the table clean, and it makes the dinner or the meal more elegant. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my last compound word. Remember, a compound word is two words put together to make a new word. And that's also another difference between a contraction and a compound word. A compound word makes a totally new word. A contraction, which is two words, one of them you have to cut, put together to make one. The contraction still means the same thing as the two words. So for example, let's do not. Do not are two separate words. When we cut out part of the word and we put it together to make the new contraction, we get the word don't. But what does don't mean? It means do not. Now, here's my question. Does cow poke mean poking the cow? Moo, moo. Cow poke means cowboy. So the meaning changes. Just like butterfly, it's not that you take butter and you smear it on the fly and now you've got a buttery fly. Butterfly put together makes butterfly, and that's a new word. It's that beautiful, beautiful insect with the beautiful wings that flies around. So that's one of the differences, or two differences, between a contraction and a compound word. And remember, contraction actually has the apostrophe to say, hey, we took out letters. None of our compound words, none of them, tablecloth, none of them have a contraction. Two differences. Thank you, my summer school superstars, for joining me during this video. I have had so much fun with you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Meanwhile, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.